Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We just played one of the greatest TV edits of all time from Snakes on a Plane with Samuel Jackson. I think everybody knows the line, and this is how it aired on TV.
Is enough! I have had it with these monkey-fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane!
So I was just checking in on possibly another great one from TV when you see a movie that has a swear word and they replace it with something on TV. Instead of just bleeping it out, there's one that keeps coming up. A lot of people checked it, including, was it Double Features, Mike, who checked in on this one?
Yes.
He insisted that we play this one from Die Hard 2. And again, I know, Case, you haven't seen a Die Hard movie at this point yet either. That's going to be on the list. You got to see at least Die Hard 1. You have to see that one. This came from Die Hard 2. And the famous line from Bruce Willis in that is, yippee-ki-yay, mother effer.
Okay.
It's a great line. Used appropriately in the movie at great times.
How is it used appropriately?
Well, yippee-ki-yay.
Oh, fair enough.
I don't want to do a spoiler, but it's kind of him taking out the villain, let's say.
Gotcha. All right, I'm caught up.
So he's a cowboy, they think he is in a way. And Bruce Willis was incredible in first Die Hard movie is unbelievable. Anyway, at the end of Die Hard 2, he's getting ready to do it. Again, sorry for the spoiler, but I'm not going to make you watch Die Hard 2. It's okay.
I appreciate that.
And he's getting ready to blow up the plane with the terrorists on it. He's on the ground. He's got a lighter, and it's going to be kind of like a Bugs Bunny thing where he throws it on the fuel, and it goes up to the plane and blows it up.
I really don't know what Die Hard's about.
That's what that one's about.
Yeah, Die Hard, baby.
Yeah. So at the end, here he is getting ready to use it, and if everybody's waiting for that line, the yippee-ki-yay, mother effer, which he says in the theaters. On TV, it sounded like this.
Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
Whose voice is that?
It's not even his voice. So that's
said that?
way worse than Samuel Jackson because they dubbed it in. Somebody just in the studio said, hey, we got to air it on TV.
He just grabbed like a guy in the hallway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
He says Mr. Falcon instead of mother effer.
Was his name Mr. Falcon?
There was no one in the movie named Falcon. There was no one named Mr. Falcon. It wasn't the villain's name at all.
Were there any Falcons in the movie?
No.
Okay.
No Falcons. Nothing.
Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
Who is coming up with these? Whose job is this?
There's someone at a TV station that's got to cover it up, and at least the Samuel Jackson one was reacted by Samuel Jackson.
Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, it's amazing. Keep them coming in if you want us to play one. In the meantime, oh my gosh, it's 9 o'clock.
The ticket window is open. Ticket Blitz Thursday.
On Q101.
Here we go. Vampire Weekend tickets continue. Vampire Weekend and Ticket Blitz Thursday is sponsored by Aurelio's Pizza, celebrating 65 years of memories in every bite. Aurelio's Pizza. It's the sauce. It is. I'm a big sauce guy. So text BLOOD. Kind of like human sauce, I guess that is.
Oh, gross.
That's vampire.
That was clever.
I'm trying to.
Ugh, human sauce.
Yeah, it's human sauce. So text BLOOD. BLOOD, as in vampires, you know. Text that to 312-591-8300. Text BLOOD right now to 312-591-8300 for a chance to win tickets to Vampire Weekend. A 4-pack of tickets for the show can be yours.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. One more time, the word is blood to text 312-591-8300. Do that for Ticket Blitz Thursday. Chance to get a 4-pack of tickets for Vampire Weekend coming up at the end of the month. So do that right now. Get in on it. And yesterday we talked about technology and the last thing that blew you away. Mm-hmm. And nobody could have one really recent. It's a conversation that's kind of going around the internet and that, we just kind of plateaued. And if you talk about things that have really blown you away, you think about it 5, 6, 7 years ago. Let's say it's a Shazam app or it's, GPS or something like that. But Kenzie was blown away by something recently that trumps all that stuff.
Let's talk about an oldie but a goodie.
Okay. Let's go.
That's what we need to do because this isn't getting enough recognition. I didn't even realize. So this is a PSA. If you're single or have a family, this works for, in either direction. And stay with me for a second. I took my kids to the local library. Now, like, listen.
Whoa.
Listen. Wait.
Okay.
Wait, okay.
So the library.
Yes, because my son is a readaholic. Okay, we keep buying him book series, and he will actually read through 4 or 5 chapter books, an entire series in about 2 days. And I'm like, we cannot keep affording to do this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, why aren't we going to the library? Like, this is stupid.
Right.
So we decided to go. Now, listen, everyone's library is like this, so it's not like, oh, you have to come to mine. So if you're in Aurora, go to your Aurora library. It doesn't matter, right? But it's not like, come see my library. It's above everyone else's.
Mine's better.
I went there, and I was talking to the woman because I was applying, getting my son a library card. And I'm like, okay, how many books is he allowed to check out? She goes, 150.
Take them all.
And I saw his face, and I go, absolutely not. Figure out a series you're interested in, wheel it in.
He'll have a herniated disc in his backpack full of 150 books.
The fact that I have to find 150 hidden books in our house because you don't remember where you put all, absolutely not. But the fact that you could check that many out is amazing. They also had tons of video games, tons of movies.
Wait, they got video games there?
Tons. He rented Switch games for his Nintendo Switch.
Oh, I got to go to the
I
library.
don't mean just like old school games. Like he rented brand new Switch games. So I'm like, well, this is way better than constantly. You're like, oh, I'm bored. I want a new game. It's like, okay, let's go to the library. This is awesome.
Well, those are way better than books.
Okay, well, that's not what I was trying to teach my son.
But that's what Case got out of it.
But listen. So we're there, and she gives me this pamphlet of local events library hosts. Like, oh, if you come to this like reading get together, we read children's stories, you get free ice cream at the local ice cream store. It comes with all these. I'm like, oh, okay. Then she gives me a pamphlet of free classes and courses library provides. 110 languages you can learn for free. And I don't mean because of Rosetta Stone, with a teacher.
Wait a minute.
Expensive language classes are?
There's 110 languages?
I know.
I thought there were like 30 at best.
But like, these are real courses. And then she was like, oh, they had like tutor options too. Like, oh, if your kid's struggling with math or English or that, like, they have tutors. All of it's free. All of these classes, they have like sharpening your language skills where they get people together. They provide the food and drink, but you have to like speak in that language the whole time. I mean, there was endless classes. They were bringing characters. They have like a Disney character day. All of it is free. So classes, books, video games, events, all of it was free.
At the library.
At the library. Now get this, on top of it, she goes, oh, do you guys like going to like museums and the zoo and stuff? I'm like, I mean, look at me holding 2 children. Yes. And she's like, oh, you can get free tickets to the museum. I swear to you, she hands me this pamphlet. Brookfield Zoo, downtown museums in different cities, like all around.
Right.
All around Illinois. Museums and zoos. She goes, every library gets a certain amount of museum tickets. I think she's like, we get like 50 a month. So you just have to contact us. We'll send you however many you want.
What?
I'm like, so you can also get into all the museums for free? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. I don't understand what's going on. Like, they just, if you go to the library, they're like, what do you want for free? Because we have it in the back.
I would guess, too, that the library is in a downward trend. You know,
no one's putting respect on its name.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't, you pay tax dollars and everybody complains about how much taxes you're paying, but that's something you're doing to keep the libraries going and doing these great things that are available to you. And we're not using it enough.
Yeah.
We, meaning me too.
Yeah. It's insane. And you were kind of talking about this the other day too, because your local library, obviously we have 2 different ones. You were saying that you realized they were offering events and stuff that you could bring Harper to.
Yeah. And that's where I got my Eclipse glasses from for free.
Listen.
I had to wait in line, 500 people, but I got them.
What do they not have? They're like, oh, there's an eclipse coming. Obviously, we have the glasses. What is going on back there? It's a magical place.
Case, when's the last time you went to a library? I mean, you were at Columbia College?
No, I'm glad Kenzie's saying this because the last time I was at a library, it was not a very positive experience. But I'm willing to give it a chance. I was at the library 2 years ago.
Harold Washington?
No, it was. I don't want to say my local library, but it was my local library on the north side of the city.
He doesn't want to disrespect it.
Protecting his library.
I had just moved into my apartment. Xfinity was having issues setting up my Wi-Fi. So I had to go to the library to do show prep, actually. And Next to me was a gentleman that sat down and started watching adult videos on his laptop next to me in the library.
Well, that's
So
unfortunate.
that was unfortunate. But
And then
Kenzie,
when you say adult videos, do you mean porn?
I do.
Okay.
I do mean porn.
He wasn't watching an R movie.
No.
Was it quiet?
No. And also, by the time I left, he was disrobing. I swear to God.
What?
Yes, I've been afraid to share this story.
Well, obviously, that's a one-off experience. He's
I
not
know.
a regular.
But the good news is Jeremy from Elk Grove Village texted us and said that the Elk Grove Village Library has PS5 and Xbox X games. I will be making the trip today. That
See?
sounds amazing.
See?
He's going to get on a metro train.
I
Get out there
know.
and go.
You don't understand. Libraries are incredible.
Yes. Well, God bless the libraries of the Chicagoland area. Wherever you are, go to your library. There's a lot of great free stuff for you. Thank you, Kenzie, for sharing that information.
You gotta go to these things, man.
Yeah, that's where our tax money's going. Some of it anyway.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And just a reminder one more time on Ticket Blitz Thursday, this entire hour, so till 9:59, you can text the word blood right now to 312-591-8300 and have a chance at Vampire Weekend tickets, 4 packs of tickets. So text blood right now to 312-591-8300 if you haven't. And again, if you're in traffic for a second or you're busy, just wait 10 minutes, text it then. It's not a race. And that's, of course, Ticket Blitz Thursday every hour today, sponsored by our great friends, Aurelio's Pizza, celebrating 65 years of memories in every bite. Aurelio's Pizza, it's the sauce, and blood is the human sauce. So go ahead and text that right now. More music news, basically, today. This is pretty awesome. Case just put this up on Q101's Facebook page if you want to see it, and you should absolutely go there and screenshot this right now. Riot Fest coming up. I know it's a little away, about 2.5 months away, but they have announced shuttle locations to the venue. So, of course, it's not in Douglas Park anymore. We've already made that announcement with Riot Mike. And there will be shuttles to the new location in Bridgeview from locations around the city. So, basically, you can go to these locations and pay $30, per day and get there, shuttled right to Riot Fest and then shuttled back to these locations. And this is fantastic because I'm not trying to hurt our rideshare people, but it would certainly cost way more than that. I'm talking about probably.
Well, there's also just supply and demand. There's not, when the show lets out and the headliner's done, there's never enough, Ubers and Lyfts and stuff there.
Yeah, and they're going to get their business anyway because not everybody's near these locations.
Oh, for sure.
But for someone like me, I just look right away on this in the G-Man Tavern on Clark Street right next to the Metro. That's one of the locations. You've got Delilah's, another great spot on Lincoln. You've got that. We were just talking about, Kenzie's talking about libraries 20 minutes ago. The Harold Washington Library is one of the locations.
They're just always there. I love libraries.
One more time, libraries come through.
Let's go, baby.
So it says their shuttles will take you directly to the festival venue from pickup points conveniently located near public transit, after-show venues, and Chicago neighborhoods. So people that would go to Riot Fest that live in the city areas and all the after-show venues, very key too, by the way.
Yeah, so there's a few different departure times for each of these shuttles. Every day you can get on a shuttle at 10, 12:30, 3, or 5:30, and they will return you to the city after show, presuming that you make the shuttle. But Brian said the important thing there, because I've been asked by a lot of different crew members, hey, because of the venue change this year for Riot Fest, are they still doing after shows? And it should be noted that some of the shuttle locations are the G-Man Tavern, which is next to the Metro, the Cobra Lounge, and Concord Music Hall, all of which are official after-show venues. So Riot Fest is doing after shows this year, and they've coordinated their shuttle buses with some of those venues that shows are going to be at. And if I could give people a word of advice.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
If you're going to Riot Fest this year, I'd clear out your schedule for that whole week. We are going to have some fun in September.
What are you talking about, Case?
I can't say anything.
So frustrating.
Can I say?
No.
Stupid.
No.
Can I say that one thing we were just talking about?
No. But go to Q101's Facebook page, and I would screenshot that right now. Of course, it's on Riot Fest's, their website, our website, Q101.com, everything, because we're great partners with Riot Fest, and we're going to take care of you and get you there safe. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and it's time for takeaways from today's show, things that you found memorable. So 312-591-8300. Case, what do you got?
Tony checked in from Homer Glen. He said his takeaway was, when Brian gains 10 pounds, it goes right to his chin. When Kenzie gains 10 pounds, woof.
Amen.
Yeah, right to the chin.
It's nowhere for it to go.
That's the problem.
It's right in your face.
I have a lot of real estate for it to go.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
With distribution, it's tough.
Great distribution. Oh, my God.
Okay, Adrian texted in, takeaway, women can do everything, but it doesn't mean we should. That was my quote.
That's why you don't mow the lawn.
Amen. And not everything's meant for me.
It's like the guys in Jurassic Park making the dinosaurs. If I spent so much time seeing if they could, they didn't think about whether they should.
That's kind of how I felt about the woman working movement. Let's be careful. Let's talk about it together first.
Oh. Finally, Nico checked in from Palatine. Snakes are always fighting their demons, his takeaway. He says, those demons just happen to be monkeys.
I have had it with these monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday play.
There's an actual TV edit of Snakes on a Play.
I feel like Samuel L. Jackson just walks around and curses to everyone.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter the age, doesn't matter the gender, religion, nothing.
He's
Just drops the F-bomb everywhere he goes.
I'm not
It's
sure.
iconic every time he does it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he
Amazing.
said it. There used to be a list of that where he may have said it more. I know the movie Scarface at one time had the most F words in it, but I think someone passed that. I think the movie Alpha Dog did, believe it or not. Sorry, I know that useless fact.
No kidding.
Good movie, Alpha
That's
Dog.
not a fact that makes your brain go boom.
No, it does not.
Case, your homework assignment is to go home and count how many times in Alpha Dog they curse.
No, my homework tonight is to watch the movie Footloose, which I'll be reviewing at 8 a.m. tomorrow. I've never seen
no.
Footloose
He's
before.
going to be so upset.
We're going to
Yeah,
be doing that
no.
tomorrow at 8 a.m.
What do you
Pick a
think,
different
Dougie?
movie.
Do you think, so the movies that Case has watched, is there any chance he likes Footloose a little bit?
No,
there's not.
no way. No way.
Because he didn't really like Dirty Dancing, and that dancing's good.
Yeah, it's
Footloose
very-
notoriously doesn't have good dancing.
Very similar, yeah. Horrible movie.
I'll just be really surprised because I like
It's
Footloose.
not horrible. You relax. It's iconic. So
Okay, it's not
shut the hell
horrible,
up.
but do you think it still stands tall today?
Which
Yes.
one now are we talking about?
Footloose.
Oh, hell yes.
You think so?
Yeah, it's standing up to the man. It's all about standing
Kick
up to the
off
man.
the
To
Sunday
dance?
shoes.
To dance, though?
We could all learn a lesson from Footloose today, let me tell you.
Get back. No one's gonna.
The thing that's like, no one dances anymore, though.
Forget about the dancing part. It's just about standing up to the man.
Okay.
Yeah,
boy.
and changing something. If we all get
And you know what?
together,
We should dance.
we should definitely dance
So
more.
that's a mistake we're making.
All right, Case, what's on the podcast?
Well, Brian embarrassed us all at Weber Grill yesterday in Palatine. He told that story to start the show. Kenzie, by the way, Kenzie may or may not have been reunited with an ex-lover on Clash with Kenzie today. That was very fun.
I want to hear more about that.
And also, Brian has a message for all the snake owners out there, and I have bad news for you. It's not positive.
Oh. You miss a moment, miss a lot. Go to Q101.com or anywhere you get your podcast, Spotify, Apple, wherever.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.